everyone and welcome to my channel Nars Vlogs. After watching this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. And please don't forget to click the icon bell so that you will be updated with my upcoming videos. For today's video guys, I'll be teaching you an easier way in getting the least common multiple of two numbers. I'll begin by giving you some examples. So what if we're looking for the least common multiple or LCM of 12 and 18. So we will be using the one I used before for getting the greatest common factor between two numbers. So I will write 12 and 18 here, and I'll be using a ladder method. So I will be dividing that number into a common number. So 12 and 18 are even numbers, so we can divide it by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 18 divided by 2 is 9. If you can still simplify it, you have to simplify it. So we can divide 6 and 9 by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And once you cannot divide it anymore to a common number, you have to stop there. So when we get the greatest common factor before, we just multiply the numbers to the left. But since we're looking for the least common multiple, we will multiply the numbers to the left, including the numbers on the bottom part. So you can already form, if you try to notice, you can already form letter L. So just multiply everything, the one on the left side and the bottom here. So that means you will have 2 times 3 times 2 times 3. So 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12, times 3 is equal to 36. So that means the LCM of 12 and 18 is 36. Next example is what if we're looking for the least common multiple or LCM of 54 and 72. So just like what I did earlier, you would just copy first 54 and 72. And we will use the ladder method. We will divide it to a common number, and we know that 54 and 72 are both even numbers, so we will divide them by 2. 54 divided by 2 is equal to 27. 72 divided by 2 is equal to 36. So this time divide it because you can still simplify it. So we cannot divide it by 2 because 27 is not an even number, so we'll proceed with 3. And 27 divided by 3 is equal to 9. 36 divided by 3 is equal to 12. And still, we can simplify that by dividing 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. Since we cannot already simplify 3 and 4 because we cannot divide it to a common number, then we have to stop right here. And after that one, as what I've said in the first example, just multiply the one on the left side, including the bottom part here. So that means you will have 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 4. So just multiply those numbers. We have 2 times 3, which is 6, times 3 is 18, times 3 is 54. So 54 times 4, we have 16. 4 times 5, 20, 21. So that means LCM of 54 and 72 is 216. Next example is what if we're looking for the LCM or least common multiple of 18 and 24. So copy 18 and 24 and then make a line here so that we will have a boundary when we divide it to a common number. So both even numbers, so we can divide it by 2 first. But actually guys, you can divide it to a common number already that is greater than 2, but I'm just thinking about 2 for now because I want you to do it like procedural so that you will be guided. So 18 divided by 2 is 9. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So we can still simplify 9 and 12. But of course, we cannot divide it by 2 because 9 is not an even number. So we will divide this by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So you cannot simplify that anymore. You stop right there. So multiply the numbers to the left, including the number here at the bottom. So you have 2 times 3 times 3 times 4. So 2 times 3 is 6. Times 3 is equal to 18. Times 4 is equal to 72. So that means the LCM of 18 and 24 is 72. For our final example, what if we are looking for the least common multiple or LCM of 15 and 45. So copy 15 here, then 45 here, then we will divide it to a common number. So of course, we cannot divide that one by 2 because they are both even numbers. But the good thing here is it ends with 5, so that means both numbers are divisible by 5. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. 45 divided by 5 is equal to 9. And you can still simplify 3 and 9 by dividing it into 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So you have to stop right there because you cannot anymore simplify 1 and 3. And just like in my previous examples, you will just multiply the one on the left side, including the numbers here at the bottom. So if it's looking only for the greatest common factor, we only multiply these numbers here on the left side. But if you are looking for the least common multiple, you will multiply those numbers on the left side together with the numbers here at the bottom that it should be in the simplest form. So that means you will have 5 times 3 times 1 times 3 for you to get the least common multiple of 15 and 45. So now let's try to multiply. 5 times 3 is 15, times 1 is 15, times 3 is equal to 45. So that means the least common multiple of 15 and 45 is 45. So I do hope you learned something from this math tutorial video, and I do hope that you will continue to support my channel. Please subscribe and share it to your friends, to those who need to get how to find the LCM of 2 numbers, and I'll see you again next time.